Hello everyone, welcome to episode 70 of the TTE Daily, practical shifts for HR and L&D leaders. Today's topic is Level 2 objectives, defining learning. Now, Level 2 objective is known as learning. In case you do not know, it's not a problem. If you go online, check the 4 levels of Kirkpatrick evaluation or return on investment methodology. Jack Phillips defined Level 2 as learning. Even the Kirkpatrick, they define Level 2 as learning. Level 2 is not necessarily about exposure. It is about capability. It's not about what participants were trained on. It's about what they can do. So your Level 2 objectives define the knowledge and skills required for your people to go back to the workspace and apply what they've learned. The knowledge and skills required for the shift in performance. That is what Level 2 data is. But what I've found out as I speak to HR and L&D leaders, even when I work with clients, what I've found out is so many people define Level 2 wrongly. They define Level 2 objective in vague terms. And I'll give you some examples. Some will say, participants will understand. Participants will know. Excuse me, how can you define participants will understand? How can you define participants will know? It's not measurable. It doesn't even show capability. Now, let me give you an example of a strong Level 2 objective that is able to show specific, observable, and it shows that it has capability. It can prove capability. Let's use a training, for example, a training on risk management. And one of the objectives is understand risk assessment. Now let's change that. Understand risk assessment is not measurable. It's not observable. You cannot measure it. Let's change it to, why don't you turn it to apply the risk assessment checklist to real case scenarios. What about this one? Identify the key risk from the provided data. Use the approved models to calculate the risk outcomes. Is there something that is happening? Can you see the difference? What will now be your shift for today? I want you to review one of your training. Is that the training you're about to run or the training you've run? Review the Level 2 objectives and ask yourself, what should participants do at the end of this training, which is your Level 2 data? If it cannot be observed, if it cannot be demonstrated, it needs to be refined. If they cannot do it in class, they have not learned it. Thank you for joining me on episode 70 of the TTE Daily, practical shift for HR and L&D leaders. I look forward to seeing you again on episode 71. Until then, keep doing what you need to do always. Thank you.